All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another. This is part two, a continuation from the previous live stream where we listened to the first half of all of the July submissions for the HSS song contest. Now, in August, we had a mixing contest, which was a lot of fun. And we're wrapping all of that up, the culmination of July even now. And we'll then pick up like we normally would with the song contests monthly. Now, if you're not familiar with what those are, basically every single month we have a song contest here on the channel. At the start of each month, submissions are opened up again, and on the last week of the month we all come together on a live stream and we listen to those songs that have been submitted. Now this time around, a little bit different in that we're having two different sessions because there were so many submissions. But this awesome community of audio lovers and myself, we all provide feedback on the songs and offer up some friendly suggestions on how to then improve them. After a few days, I then choose a winner from the pool, and the winner receives a free mix and master from yours truly with 3 revisions included in most cases. That's even done live so that everybody can benefit from that. Now, if you want to get in on the fun, you can follow the link in the description of this video if you have a song that you'd like to submit, or you can simply just head over to homestudiosimplified.com. At the very top of the screen, you'll see monthly song contest. You can enter in there. Now, if this is your first time here, you're wondering what's this all about? This channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. Around here, the motto is that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. And that motto is constantly evolving and changing. And even now, I'm starting to think that the current direction of the channel, this is becoming more of a place where serious musicians and music lovers are meeting to take their skills to the next level as well. So, with that being said, thank you so much to these wonderful, brilliant individuals who have decided to help sponsor this channel. And because of their sponsorship, we can have giveaways, we can have free gear that we're giving away, we can have plugins that we're giving away, we can just help to give back to the community and also keep this channel rolling. And every little bit does help. I greatly appreciate it. Whether you're in the base tier at $1 a month or you're giving $9.99 a month through the VIP membership, every bit of it is helpful. Love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for investing back into this channel and for all the time that's invested. It makes it worth the while. And I love to hear all the stories of individuals just like yourself who are time and time again sending me messages, emails, sliding in my DMs and being like, hey, ever since I started watching your channel, or ever since I started applying what you've been teaching, I'm really starting to see some results. So that's what it's all about. Thank you guys so much. And thank you to each and every one of you who are here in the chat today. I can see we got some familiar faces. Eugene Smith, DJ, Mob the Gamer, Mark, Herky is up in here. We've got some other individuals whose name I will not mention. But all of you, you're very welcome for being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And without further ado, one of the big sponsors of the channel and whom we are also going to see more from here in the near future, let's give a big shout out to the Pro Mix Academy. Today's video is sponsored in part by the Pro Mix Academy. The Pro Mix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the Pro Mix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the Pro Mix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. All right, so hopefully you guys are ready to dive into some more amazing songs. We are going to jump right into them. We're not going to do any formalities today as we are a little bit pressed for time, and I do apologize for the spontaneous late stream, but I knew if I didn't get this done today, it would not get done. I have been currently doing some reviews on some products as well as some plugins that I think you guys are going to love. And there's going to be a couple of them that we're going to actually have some giveaways for. Now, along those same lines, if you want to get in on the giveaways, I'm going to be giving one, because I got 3 to give away. I'm going to be giving one of the plugins away here on the YouTube channel, one of them on my Instagram account, and one of them on my Discord. So if you want to get in on those giveaways, you have to be following me on all three places, or at least joining the Discord. Now, if you are unaware of the fact that we have a Discord, I would like to welcome you over there. We have some awesome stuff that's going on. There's an introduction section where you can actually give a little bit of a backstory about you and kind of a format that we're going with. It's really fun. There's a giveaway section, which that's where you'll find your free plugin whenever we have that giveaway. We also have the song contest linked there. So if you have something that you would like to submit for the song contest, or maybe you have some extra, like you watch the video and you want to give some extra feedback, you can do that there. Or if you have a song maybe that you would like to also showcase on there for the whole community to hear, you can do that there. We also have a thread for free plugins, which is growing every single day. There's some awesome individuals, myself included. DJ is in there. Minister of Badness is up in there. A lot of awesome individuals that are just contributing to that all the time. So if you will never be in need for free plugins if you go into this section. And then likewise, there's also a section for plugin sales. So if there's like a big sale that's happening, that'll be the place to go where you can check that out. And my room has just been lit up. Thank you so much, Eugene Smith Music. I greatly appreciate your super chat. So if you guys didn't know, whenever you send the channel a super chat, my room lights up like a galaxy right now. So thank you so much for that. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so we will be diving into these songs today, and we're going to be starting right out of the gate with one that's called One for the Road by Joel Champion and Ben Landers. Let's see what the backstory is on this. He says the artist names are Joel Clemson, and James Vargas, produced by Ben Landers. Gotcha. And this was using Reason SM58 to record the saxophone, a synth sax for the outro, and live recording on a digital drum kit played by Joel Clemson. Wow. Okay, this could be cool. Let's give it a listen. I like that. Ooh. Feel the funk. This is great. Oh, yeah. True, Mark. Yes. This is a good blend of funk and jazz. I'm liking it. Definitely. Ooh. Nice. You can't help but bob your head with it. Nice. Ooh. Key change. to it. Ooh, I like this a lot. What I love about jazz, you can't ever tell where it's going next. Ooh, nice. Holy smokes, y'all. Very snarky puppy. That was a sweet ending, by the way. Let's give that song a round of applause. That deserves it. That was amazing. Great job by all parties involved. Don't really have much to say about that one. As far as, you know, constructive criticism, don't have much to say about that one. That was just a good song all the way around. Loved every part of it. And if there is something I could say, it would be that I wasn't even keeping track of the comments, putting new comments on the screen. I was just leaving mobs up there. I was getting so into it. What I can say is this jazz funk fusion, this was great. It was 4 minutes and 48 seconds, but yet there was still something continually going on that was keeping your interest. So that's hard to do. That's pretty awesome. So Juan Ramos, good to see you here. Connor Cronin, Guy Surtees, Paul Morgan, and we just had 𝗧𝗵𝗲 join the chat. Thank you so much, guys. 𝗧𝗵𝗲, I have to say this. Buenos tardes, 𝗧𝗵𝗲. Buenos tardes. Okay, so let's move on now to our next contestant on This Song Is Right. This one is called Lacking My Love. And the story behind this is Klaus Gunther Schultz produced my music with Cakewalk by BandLab. Sweet. Originally, I wanted to use free plugins even if I limit myself with them. After all, I'm only doing this for fun, no longer professionally. But the appetite came while eating, and so now I always use some commercial plugins for editing. Okay. Lacking My Love is a sonnet by the English poet and Shakespeare role model Edmund Spenser. Nice. In 1973, I composed a rock pop song for it, which we included in the repertoire of 𝗿𝗵𝗄 in 1990, which now appears as a stream 32 years later. Wow. The special feature is certainly the background vocals. 3 times the synthetic voice Eleanor Forte from Synthesizer 5 Studio Basic. The song is completely produced with Cakewalk by BandLab. Furthermore, I used the Hanon B70, Addictive Piano, Studio Grand, Close Hard, Ample Bass, Power Drum, the MT Power Drum Kit, Sotiana, Flute, and keys of the 70s vibraphone. Wow. Got a lot of back history here. I love that. Let's give her a listen. outdoorsy sound there.
Lacking my love, I go from place to place, like a young farmer that has lost the hind, and 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗦 will I lost saw her face, 𝗧𝗵𝗲 I carry fresh in mind. I seek the fields with a lake floating sign, I seek the bower with a lake present stack, yet no one field, no bower I cannot find, yet field and bower are full offer us back. Seize them mine eyes to seek herself to see, and let my thoughts behold herself in me. Seize them mine eyes to seek herself to see, and let my thoughts behold herself in me. But when mine eyes either out to direct, they hardly back return to me again. And when I hope to see her true object, I find myself but fed with fancy's vain.
That vibraphone was nice right there. Very cool. I do have to say it was a little bit top end heavy. And by that, I mean, it was a little tinny. There were some areas of it that just sonically needed to be dulled down just a bit. I also noticed it sounded as if there was a stereo widener used. And it seemed like it was used on the master bus because the bass frequencies were kind of muffled. They were buried a little. Those stereo wideners can be the bane of a good mix. Other than that, the music itself, the content of the music and where it was headed, and the actual potential that it has, it's got crazy potential. So keep up the good work, man. It's cool too that was the history behind all that was really just fortified it. So in case you didn't read the rules really aren't that stringent, but one of the rules is that it has to be an original song. Secondarily, that it has to be a clean song. So we will not allow cussing or vulgarity on the channel. So that one is 𝗧𝗵𝗲. Boom, 𝗧𝗵𝗲. People not reading the rules, evidently. Gonna have to hire someone to pre-screen these things. Yeah. So some of the greatest songs that you guys have ever listened to contained no cuss words. Just gonna throw that out there. But with that being said, the beginning of it sounded really good, but we just can't play it here. Not gonna do that. And that's kind of the way. That's kind of some sneakery right there. Make it sound good at first, get them listened, get them hooked, and then boom, drop some stuff. So we're going to go on to the next submission. Dance Machine. This is a disco pop. It says, my name is Music Meister, or 𝗵𝗵, Music M Meister, or 𝗵𝗵 for short, and I created the song out of my newfound love for disco pop music, where Purple Disco Machine solidified that with this song 𝗏𝗏. And Dua Lipa had a lot of influence too. The keyboard I used to play the bass line was the World Panda Mini, the first, not the second, and I used only free VSTs and free plugins to mix and master the song inside of Cakewalk. This song will be released soon. Very cool. Let's give it a listen. Great intro. with this. Oh, what? Since when does that happen? Okay. We'll start from right here. A little repetitive. It does have some breaks though, at good places. Nice way to reintroduce it there. A little bit of a key change there to throw in some more interest. I like that. Very cool. Yeah, tons of potential there. I would love to have had that, for one, I'd love to have had my computer not gimp out on it in the middle of the song. But secondarily, I would have loved to have heard just a little bit more low end from it. Now, granted, it had a lot of low end, don't get me wrong. But it also seemed to be missing some of the fundamentals of the low end. I'm going to go ahead and delete these tracks that we've already listened to. Hopefully that'll free up. Normally I don't have an issue like that, but then again, this is live, so we're going to have issues. Apart from that, it seemed very repetitive, but there were also just enough, I think, moments where you did like key changes, drops, various little like fade ins, fade outs, EQ adjustments. I could tell you like automated some EQ. That was really cool. Great idea there. So yeah, the song has a lot of potential. I just think it just needs a little bit more. If it's going to be an instrumental song, especially like this, it just needs a little bit more of some interest building things in there, as well as just a little bit more thump, I think. Probably 65 hertz on that kick drum would have helped to bring it out just a little bit more. I think I said just a little bit more about 50 times just now. So we got some new folks here in the chat. Want to give them a big shout out because we got, let's see, 𝗧𝗵𝗲 is up in here now. I think I might have already said him. Just a Man is here in Just a Man Official is in here now. What's up? Grant Ray, good to see you. Nikki Jernigan, good to see you. And yes, I did get the multi-tracks. Thank you so much for sending those to me. We'll see if we can make a video out of those or not. Yeah, Herky, so happy it was instrumental, no cussing. Exactly. So for those of you who are new here, that is one of the stipulations. If you're going to submit a song, it cannot have any curse words. It cannot have any vulgarity. It can't be about vulgar topics. We just like to keep things clean around here. There's nothing wrong with that. So, John Rosenblum, what is up, brother? He's here. Just popped in the chat. So the next song is called Blue Samba. And he says, it's a fun spin on a combination of samba and 12-bar blues with a twist. Now that sounds interesting. Blending electronic sounds from various virtual instruments with live instruments such as bass, acoustic guitar, cajon, snare, brush, shakers, and the 𝗵𝗵𝗂. The 𝗵𝗵𝗂. I used Sonar, Cakewalk Sonar, and Pro Tools during the production. Interesting little blend there. Let's see what this sounds like. Salsa. Very cool. Good having you here, Fenton. Appreciate you, brother. Very airy. I like it. Hear that 𝗵𝗵𝗶. Folks, that stuff right there is not easy. The level of complexity just keeps growing. It's just cool. Nikki, I would ask that you would please refrain from spamming the chat with the same questions. There you go. Wow, this is beautiful. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, you know, not much really to add to that one either. I think that was, you knocked it out of the park, man. That was stellar. Good job on that. Let's give that one a round of applause. Some great work. All right. If any of you have any constructive criticism for that in the chat, please feel free to enter anything, so long as it's nice. But wow, that was really, really cool. It was something that's way outside of my wheelhouse. My first inclination was there's not enough bass in it, but then I realized that kind of music doesn't typically have a lot of bass. But I would have loved to have heard some horns. Maybe that's the one thing I could have said. And there's some really convincing MIDI horns out there nowadays too. So, Nikki, not to brush you off, I did see your question. She says, I love your MJ mixing. Can you send me your mixing of Billie Jean? I'd like to try it out myself and master of mixing. And for me to give her feedback on mixing the Billie Jean. As much as that would be really cool, I cannot do that. I have a non-disclosure agreement with the multi-tracks that are sent to me. I'm able to play them, review them, analyze them, react to them, but I cannot give them out, and I especially cannot put them inside of any kind of a paid service like the VIP membership. I wish I could. I did it first, and I was instructed not to do so by someone who's a lot more intelligent than myself, and I don't want to get myself or anyone else in trouble. So, but if I had a quarter for every time I heard, where do you get the multi-tracks? If I had a quarter for every time I heard, can you send me the multi-tracks? I wouldn't even need to work anymore. Anywho, but yeah, I do greatly appreciate you sending me the multi-tracks you did, and hopefully maybe we can use them. Not sure. Tipsy Hustle is our next contestant. He says, I created this track using a mixing software. I wanted to give this track a Jamaican sound with West Coast hip hop flavor. Wow. We have got a plethora of genres that are all represented here today. Let's check this out. So far, very repetitive. Now, if you had someone rapping over top of this, a top line, some kind of a lead line, maybe of a synth, or even some extra percussive elements. Holy smokes. Bit of something coming in now. So it sounds like a very slow build for everything. And I do apologize, but I don't think I have time to listen to 10 minutes of that. Okay, so it does eventually change. Turn that down a little bit. That kick is like beating into the sides of my temple. Yeah, it's a very slow build. Okay, now on the snare track, I'm also hearing some phase issues. I normally don't do this, but for a 10-minute long song, around here. Now see if this would have happened about 5 minutes ago. Skip ahead again. My apologies. Yeah, there's not any changes. Okay, so 𝗧𝗵𝗲, yeah. I don't mean to be rude or anything of any kind. That's not why I'm skipping ahead and all of that. But with that being said, you have a good basis here for a song. You have a good basis for a backbeat or some kind of a music bed even. But it's definitely just a little repetitive, and it's one of those things where if the elements that you're bringing in would come in sooner, and you would just introduce them sooner, it would cause the listener to stick with the song longer because they would be hearing things sooner. You know, you definitely got some potential there, though. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Don't let this be a discouragement to you, but just let you learn from it. Just learn from, you know, and it's not just me. I mean, people here in the chat was, you know, they were saying that it was kind of a slow build. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 says it was a slow build. DJ Big Red 81 says it was a little repetitive. So these are all things that you need to take instead of like, you know, being wounded or hurt by those. You need to take that and say, okay, these are people that want to help. So they're trying to help me. So take that back to the drawing board and say, okay, well, how can I shave off, you know, 5 to 7 minutes of this? And what you'll end up having is something that'll be a lot more engaging with the listeners. Speaking of 𝗧𝗵𝗲, looks like he's up next with his song, Don't Go With the Flow. He says it's that ragamuffin 𝗧𝗵𝗲 kicks up a rumpus with the reggae. 𝗬𝗎𝗂 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗀. Okay. I can't believe I read that like it was written without stumbling over it. Ooh, nice, brother.
Throws your neighbors, knocks down your
That was a cool little break.
Don't go with the flow where them other people go. Don't follow along where you know we don't belong. Don't go with the flow where them other people go. Don't follow along where you know we don't belong. Wrong, wrong.
Nice. Good deal. That was an excellent song. And I have to say, based off of the previous submissions that have came in, this is a great testament to someone who has taken the suggestions from the community and myself and has applied them, because 𝗧𝗵𝗲, your skill set has went like way beyond what it was whenever you first started. Now, whenever you first started posting songs, you did a great job, don't get me wrong. But now it's like next level stuff, man. You're taking it back to it seemed like you're kind of having fun with it more. And in the process, you're also mixing it more gooder. I said it. But yeah, it sounds like you're having fun and you're just doing a good job at the mixing side of things. I think I could have heard the vocals a little bit louder in the mix, but also with that genre of music, you kind of have to lean into the vocals. It was just one of those things. So that was awesome. Keep up the good work, man. And for those of you who are new here, I just seen we had a newbie. Jules just stepped into the chat. She says, she or he, I'm not sure if it's a male or a female, says they're new here, and we know what we can do for newbies. Let's give them a big round of applause. So if you're new here, that's for you guys. Good deal. Well, everyone is loving the reggae sound, so very cool. Good job, 𝗧𝗵𝗲. All right. Connor Cronin is up next, and he says, cover your ears while you still have time. I'm sure it's not that bad, brother. All right. His song submission is called Leaves the Whole World Blind. This is another song off the punk album that I'm working on. The song's a protest song inspired by riots in Paris in 2007 when it was originally written. I built a sound collage from news reports on the same event on YouTube, and the outro solo is made by recording individual harmonics on my guitar and pasting them pasting them together on hard panned tracks, which I think gives it a pretty cool effect. All right, you've already got me very interested. I got to hear this now. Intro's already got me. Best intro of all time.
Turning off
trust that justice would prevail.
Why we don't have the truth? Just that. Say the truth. Say that they are citizens of this country. And
Why do you think
people
this
just go back home.
disconnection has occurred? Why do people feel not part of France? Many of these people are from Arab or North African origin.
Because
who
since
are rioting.
30 years,
Why do they
nobody
feel
thinks
so
to create links
alienated?
between the ghetto, that where people live, and the center.
You would describe this as a ghetto.
Of course, we describe it since a long time. Women are in the ghetto, trying to create links, trying to say to the people, don't use violence, use the right to fight against discrimination.
Wow. And the crowd goes wild. That was awesome. Wow. A little bit of low mids combating with one another, making it so that all of the instrumentation wasn't quite as clear as what I think it could have been. Fixing just a little bit of the mud in the mix and giving separation to the instruments would have really made that stand out even more. But good night, Irene. Dude, that was amazing. There were so many elements in that made that a good song. Not only was it a great intro that kept building interest as you was going through, but then those news clips was great. It really fit the remainder of the song where it was starting to build into this, which is what I love about punk music and a lot of rap music, is a lot of times they're more politically driven, or they're talking about issues that matter instead of just singing about lost love, or not that those don't have their place. But yeah, dude, this was like an anthem song, you know? So dude, great work. Keep it up. Those are really the only critiques I have is if you can just get a little bit more separation between the instruments, as well as get them to that low mid region to clean up just a little bit. I think you've really got it. So great job, man. All right, up next we have a song called North of 60. North of 60 is an original song with some help in the arrangement from Bob Ryan. Wait a minute, is this the right? Wait a minute. Where's that song at? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it was in the wrong place. There we go. Okay, next we have North of 60. Oh no, it was in the right place, but I skipped over it. Okay, we'll go back to that song. No problem. North of 60 is an original song with some help in the arrangement from Bob Ryan, who also played some acoustic and electric guitar tracks. It was recorded in my home studio. As with most of my songs, the lyrics were first before my music was written. North of 60 means two different things to me. The first one is that I lived in the Yukon in northern Canada, and it is referred to as north of 60, above the 60th parallel. The other north of 60 is the expression of my life experiences through starting to write songs beginning in my 60s. I traveled north of 60 in my youth with a higher purpose and grew up a great deal. Fast forward to my years since turning 60, and I feel again that I've grown spiritually. The lyrics refer to my relationship to my father, who passed whenever I was 12, and so many lessons that were left untaught growing up, but there is a Father that will always teach those lessons when I listened. Amen. Woo! Preach. All right. This is by Eugene Smith, by the way, if I did not make mention. Every time he submits something, it's phenomenal. So let's check this out.
I live in a dream. Years spent walking through my past. I'd stopped loving. My heart was frozen fast. Now that ice is broken, and lifeline has been cast. Here I am, north of 60. Feel my life has just begun. I'm not living like my father, and I pray I'm healing as a son.
This is beautiful, man.
I loved you like a brother. Once upon our times, respected you, that you were more than rhymes. The broken trust within me failed to keep a kinder heart, contumacious to the last. Here I am, north of 60. Yeah, my work has just begun. I'm not living like my father. I pray I'm healing as a son. Through clouds of eternity, bright, strong, full of light, my soul can't release me, set my heart to shine. So I'll travel on. Yes, I'll travel on. When I close my eyes, see your light and mercy held fast. Now they're open, no more shadow of the past. The dawning light has broken, where I'm going to at last. Here I am, north of 60, with a new life that's begun. I'm not living like my father. I pray I'm healing as a son. I pray I'm healing as a father. I'm healing as a brother and a friend. I'm healing as a son.
Beautiful song, man. I loved everything that you've done with it. I do feel like the low mids were kind of battling. It sounded very warm, as someone has already made mention here in the chat, but I also feel like it was kind of, the low mids were battling a little bit. Not too much, but due to the fact that the mix was very sparse, you did a lot with a very sparsely populated mix, which is hard to do. And then just the meaning that you tied into there, that was beautiful. Did a great job. And it's good to see Bosco on the stream today. We don't hardly ever get a chance to see him, because every time I try to pick him up, he doesn't want to be picked up. He's just recently, he's come back from the vet. He ate some stuff he wasn't supposed to, and he's had a rough couple of days, and I guess he just wants his daddy. So he's up in daddy's lap right now. Great job, Eugene. I loved the song as usual. Every time you submit a song, it's either a tearjerker, one that really makes you think, or it's just all around a good song in general. So the next one, this is kind of funny. This sounds like something I would do. The next one is called I Don't Know the Name. I Don't Know What to Name This Song. And the artist is 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗧𝗵𝗲. I hope I said that right. Let's check it. That's pretty. If you haven't given the video a like yet, do so. Little repetitive. Great low end though. That low end is spot on. Nice. So as already stated, a little bit repetitive, but it did have really good vibe to it. I love the fact that the low end was just like spot on. So great work by all. The last one, just by the name of the title, I'm already going to tell you that I probably cannot play that. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So we have concluded the last of the last, except it appears that we do have some final submissions that have made it into. Actually, we're going to go ahead and tie those on to next month's. That will probably be the best. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So this has been another great live stream. You guys have submitted some amazing music. I appreciate all of the feedback that you guys are giving, as well as the backstories. I love hearing these backstories. It's super cool. If you guys want to, let me make sure I get all of these hidden here. Okay. If you guys want to, leave a comment in the comment section down below based off of what you heard. Just give some constructive criticism and, you know, an attaboy, an attagirl, a pat on the back to those who have submitted the music. The thing is, and this is unfortunate, but because of the two songs that came on that were a little saucy, had some issues with them, I will have to go back and cut those portions out. I've got it wrote down which portions need to be cut that were cussing. And whenever I do that, anytime you edit a video that's live, the live chat goes away. So my apologies for that. But that's why it's so important too, not to submit songs with cuss words in them, because then that affects everybody. It doesn't just affect you. So with that being said, it's going to take me a little bit of time, I think, to come up with who a winner was, because I had so many submissions, and I kind of am leaning at least a couple of different directions. I've got two in mind right now, but I want to make sure I give them both another listen before I definitively say, yes, this is the one I'm going to choose as the winner. So with that being said, it's been a great stream. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And stay tuned because there's actually some really cool stuff that's coming up. In fact, I'll give you a little sneak peek here. I think you're really going to like this. So I am currently going to be working with an artist by the name of Matt Crowder. Now, Matt Crowder is an amazing gospel musician, and we are going to collaborate. Hopefully, if everything pans out properly, we're going to collaborate together to put another course on the ProMix Academy under Warren's banner for mixing gospel music. So if you've never got a chance to get your hands on some gospel multi-tracks and mix gospel music, oh my goodness. So it's going to be lit. It's going to be amazing. Let me give you just a little sneak peek into the tracks that we're talking about. So let me solo this bass out so you can hear this. Now, this is a song that he has released off of his most recent album called Faith Over Fear. And this guy is an amazing artist. We got to talk the other day for about 45 minutes. Love his attitude, love his spirit. And I love the fact that he's doing this all for the glory of God. So check out this bass though. Now, this is not him. He's the lead vocalist, but Matt C is huge in that world. Did I say Matt? I meant Mark. I'm sorry. Mark Crowder. Sorry. Check this bass out. All of these tracks are so well recorded. Okay, now, drums, check these out. And these were recorded live too. Amazing. So just to blow you away, this is a sneak peek into the multi-tracks that you'll be getting your hands on. Get ready for it. I better turn that off. I'm getting teary-eyed. We're about ready to have some church in here. Anyway, woo! Anyway, Mark Crowder, yes. Him and his band, had a wonderful talk with him. He has agreed to allow us to have some multi-tracks that we can throw into the community. He's also agreed to allow us to have multi-tracks to throw into the course. If everything pans out the way that I would like for it to, it's going to be a complete mixing gospel music course. So you're going to have multi-tracks you can add to your portfolio. You're going to have raw tracks that are from the best musicians on the planet. I've said this once on my show, and I'll say it again. Gospel musicians are the best musicians on the planet. You will find no other musicians like them. They are so tight. And the beauty of it is they also are able to, you know, apart from just playing to a click and playing very tight and in a pocket and all those other terms, they can also improvise like that. I mean, the song can just change like that because they're so used to doing that. And predominantly in services where this kind of music is being played, the services don't play out the same every single time. We don't have set parameters on our services. Okay. Like when I go to church, And I'm just throwing this out there. This is just for you all who would have decided to hang out. When I go to church, you cannot set a church service that we go to a watch. You cannot say, we're going to sing 3 songs, we're going to take up an offering, we're going to have some preaching, we're all going to go home. Because they are spirit-led services. So literally the Spirit of God comes in there and determines what's going to happen in that service. It's amazing. Last night's service was the same way. We had a great, it was supposed to be a teaching lesson on prayer, and it turned into a preaching lesson on prayer. And we had some amazing moves of God in that service. This is just a precursor, though, to something bigger that's coming down the road. There's going to be a lot more foundational elements of gospel music here on the channel, because just to be honest, guys, I love everything that we've been putting into this channel. I love all of the wonderful songs that we've been covering, but I think these are going to be like I've told you guys on more than one occasion, like this is my favorite music. So to be able to listen with these individuals, and to link arms with them and to showcase their music and to show the world just how great gospel musicians are, I think it's going to be awesome. So, that's just a sneak peek into those. By the way, those were raw tracks. That's what I'm talking about. Let's listen one more time so you get a good feel for this. Okay. These are raw tracks. These were, well, let's say these were processed tracks, but they were processed because they were recorded live. I'm currently trying to get access to the original raw tracks, which will have no processing, but we'll see if not, this is what you're going to get your hands on. But literally, I mean, it's pretty much mixed now. It needs some help, but it's mixed. Listen to that bass run. Here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get a lot of, you guys are going to get a lot of goodness out of these tracks. And then whenever we start breaking down on how to mix these, you guys are going to see a lot of different stuff happening on this than what you would from normal tracks, just based off of how they are arranged. So for instance, with the organ, I'm talking like top notch. Anyway, we could have fun with that all day long. Amazing musician, amazing musicians, just an amazing band. They're actually doing some touring right now here in the States. They might even make it to Canada, guys. So if you are if you're in the area and you see a Mark Crowder concert pop up, you want to go see this guy. He's good. He's real good. In fact, the whole band is amazing. But with that being said, so that's a little sneak peek into some stuff that's coming down the pipeline. Me and Warren have been talking about it for quite some time, and he said, I really would like to have some gospel tracks to give away. And I got in touch with this guy, and it looks like it's going to happen. So you might be seeing a mixing gospel course on the Pro Mix Academy soon with yours truly. And I'll also, of course, be selling them here on my platform as well. And then I think what I'm going to do to sweeten the deal is if you buy it on my platform, I'm actually going to be giving away an extra set of multi-tracks to go with it. So, all right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hopping on the channel tonight, for checking out the songs from the great individuals who have submitted them. We really love each and every one of you who are submitting the songs. We love what you're doing. We love the fact that you're putting yourself out there. I know it's not easy. A lot of times it's not. It's very hard to put yourself out there like that. But with that being said, it's also beneficial, because putting yourself out there and getting the kind of feedback that you need from a community of individuals who really care about your growth it's priceless. So, all right. So I guess we're going to go ahead and wait. What's that? The wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to spin the wheel of awesomeness. That's right. Robert's not going to let you forget, because I'm 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗂𝗧, and I'm not going to let him forget. All right, Robert, spin that wheel, you idiot. Casey, seriously, he was doing really good. He's only going to get some kind of little jab in there. You know what I mean? I don't know what this guy's trip is. I pay him enough. I mean, don't I? No, you don't, Robert. You pay me in tacos. And I don't even like tacos. How can you not like tacos? Because I'm 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗪𝗂𝗧, and I don't like tacos. Casey, you need to get out of the microphone. You're in my face. I think you had COVID. I'm over it. I didn't have COVID. I had 𝗧𝗵𝗲. Okay, now you're just making stuff up. Whatever reason you wanted to call off work, the last time we spun the wheel, made me do all the work. I mean, yeah, because it's really hard to tap that little button, isn't it, Robert? All right, we're not doing this on air. You're going to have to get out of my face. All right. Anyway, I'm going to have an entire conversation with myself. Someone's going to tune in at just the last minute and go, this guy's stinking crazy. Forget this. Anyway. Okay, what rock icon? We got trivia, by the way, in case you didn't see. What rock icon was the founder? Oh, I've already done that. Sorry. Okay, so Keith Moon and John Entwistle of The Who are said to have inspired the name of which other classic rock band? Keith Moon and John Entwistle of The Who are said to have inspired the name of which other classic rock band? That's right. Let your answers roll in. Stoney says, Casey, get out of my face. Yes, split personality syndrome. Something like that. What it really boils down to is the links that I will go to make sure that you guys are entertained. That's what it comes down to. Yes, Casey will get his song banned too. The Guess Who. No. Good guess, though. Nope. Nope. Still not. Nope. Actually, the answer is probably going to be surprising. Zolex Design. What is up? We got a newbie in here. Good to see you, Zolex. And it's good to see Stoney Buckner. Haven't seen him in a while. Good to see you, buddy. Nope. Guess Who is not the answer. Sorry, guys. Are you ready for this? The answer to today's trivia question. Who did The Who inspire? Nope, it's not U2. Mokare, what is up, brother? The answer is Led Zeppelin. I know, I never would have thought of that either. Oh, Quart Voltaire, got it. Just at the... You Googled it. That's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for appearing on the show tonight. Thank you for your submissions, and thank you for all of the love that you send. I also appreciate that super chat. That was really, really good. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you all again on the next live stream. And go ahead, if you have not subscribed as of yet, go ahead and do so now, because we have some really cool raw track reaction songs coming out as well within the next couple of days. You're not going to want to miss. And for those of you that are here, I'll give you just a little bit of an insight as to what they are. So one of them is going to be Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and the other is going to be Tiny Dancer by Elton John. So you're going to want to check those out. All right, until next time, guys, remember, we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together, we can achieve so much more. God bless you all.